approval of claims.
Make a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second that.
Questions? Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Nate, you're on next.
Well, I'm gonna defer to whoever's next because I don't have anything unless you got something for me.
It's not on the agenda, but I think I move that we approve the previous meeting's minutes. It wasn't on the agenda.
I wondered where they was at.
I got a second. Yeah. They're under.
I'll say
number 11.
second motion.
Yeah. Okay, we move in second.
Okay. There's a motion second to approve the previous meeting minutes. Questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Anybody got anything for Nate while he's here?
I do, if it's okay. Up to you
Go
guys,
ahead.
and I think he knows what it is, but I'll kind of lead into it. Last meeting, we talked, and Nate was unavailable, and I understand that completely. And I should have mentioned it to him before, but in the meantime, Steve had us, which was the right thing to do, put on hold the law enforcement officer reimbursement notice and agreement that we had prepared, subject to Nate's ability to review. I don't know if he's had a chance to review it. If he hasn't, that's fine.
You so did this.
Okay, so if he doesn't have a problem with it, and if you're all okay with it, we would like you to implement this new process for any new hires that you would have, which allows you to get reimbursed up to 3 years for training costs from new officers if they either leave and go to a private security firm or if they go to a municipality. To do that, it requires basically 2 documents: a notice that has to be given to the applicant or the new employee, and then an agreement that has to be signed. So the employment of the new officer would be conditioned upon both of these. And because you don't want to present it at every meeting, a theory would be motion to approve and authorize these to be signed outside of a meeting as necessary.
Okay, I have one question.
Please.
What happens if a new hire is injured and incapacitated and can no longer fill the job?
That
Is that a
is-
different condition?
It's different, and this is basically only if they leave because of their own volition and they move to a new position, whether it be municipal or private security.
Okay,
So it would not apply.
okay.
Now, we can have one that
No,
says that, but this would not.
Yeah, okay. Nate, do you have any?
No, I reviewed it. I'm good with it.
Well, I move we approve this the ordinance.
It's actually not an ordinance, I'm sorry. It's there's a notice and an agreement.
Okay.
And they will need, yeah, go ahead.
Both, I move we approve both the notice and the agreement for law enforcement officer reimbursement rehire notice.
I'll second the motion.
Any further questions, discussions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
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 And just for the record, if you could, a motion to authorize those documents to be signed outside of meeting as needed when the marshal presents them.
Okay, so moved.
I'll second it.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. We don't need a second reading.
Thank you. Thanks, Nate.
Thanks, Nate. Jerry?
Ding.
Well, getting everything caught back up. We'll start leaves next week and
What about the flies? You said you
took
were
care of
gonna
the
call me.
problem. Took care of the problem. They was there. About 300 or 400 of them.
Oh, really? Where do they get in? You got
I
any
don't
idea?
know where they come in, but the weather is changing, so
Oh, yeah.
they usually come in when it gets colder or it's going to rain.
Well, we probably need to check it every day, don't we?
Yeah, it needs a good cleaning, so
Okay.
because it don't never get no air or sunlight. So
How's the vacuum machine working? Is up to snuff?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just
so I
got
had
a
it
battery in it yesterday and moved it. So
okay. Let's do that.
yeah,
by
it should
lifting.
work pretty good.
Okay.
Did you have to purchase a new battery?
I went over to Kelly.
Does Ralph have anything?
Ralph did not. He should be back tomorrow. However, Wes has some questions that he left with me that he would like the board to possibly clarify so that our utility workers are clear in the future. And it is when homeowners are hooking up to our sewer and water. Are we responsible for supplying any equipment to them at all for that?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay. And say the homeowner, they dig through our, and not gonna say the right word,
Utility.
no, the
Right of way?
right of way, are, it's their project, is the town responsible for any backfill or materials to backfill for that? Okay,
It's their job to leave it the way they found it.
the way it
without
was
damage,
found, okay.
subject to your permit.
I got a question. Is there a service off the main to the edge of right of way?
This isn't a specific one, this is just general questions, so they know how to answer these questions for the future.
So what it is, John, we're using like our fittings and stuff when it's our fittings, you know what I'm saying? So it's coming out of the town's money. Are we getting the money back when we charge them for the hookups? Then we're using our sand and gravel, which usually if you're a subcontractor, you should supply all your supplies, signs, combs, everything. Because that's how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? That's like me doing a tree job, going to the homeowner and say, hey, I need your chainsaw to do your job. You know, that's what this is coming down about. Me and Wes has already talked. So
and some of like the new homes around here, like as far as when we go to hook up meters, does the house need to be plumbed for that meter, or are we responsible for plumbing it to that meter?
yeah, because we'd have to cut out stuff and put our fittings to our
Let's use
fittings.
him as an example. Sorry. There should be a water service to each one of your lots and a sewer service to each one of your lots from the main to the right of way.
Right.
Next step, he comes in, gets permit application to connect.
So there's a caveat there. Typically when a builder comes in and builds something, that this town has not in the past has not given the builder what they need to hook up to.
What do you mean by that?
I have to go to the main, pay the tap fees, pay to get it. I got to pay to get it from the main to my right of way, and then from my right of way to my house. I got to pay that all, and then I turn that part over to the town.
What part?
From the right of way to the main. That's what we've been doing in this town.
Okay.
So like last week, Stouter comes out, and we're trying to hook up my new house. We got a 3/4 inch line there running from 3rd Street down, makes a U and feeds 2 houses. I can't hook up to that. So now I have to bore from my right of way, probably 100 feet, up to tap into a 4-inch main up on 3rd Street. And so I'm having to, well, I don't know why they cut holes, but Stouter's in charge there. So they cut holes.
Well, it was supposed to be a 2-inch service line there,
Right.
But it
But
wasn't.
there isn't.
So they're potholing to find it?
Yeah,
Right.
it
Well,
was-
they got.
we
I guess they got to
found
check for the gas and all that stuff.
Right. Utility
So-
locates.
So now now I've got that all.
Problem is, the town doesn't have money to extend a main to
Right.
his property.
Right.
That's why you're having to do
Right.
this. So you're putting in a 2-inch?
No, we went up and hooked up to the 4-inch and ran 1 inch just for my duplex. So the 1 inch feeds 2 1s to go to the duplex. We've done that before. It works great. It's just, that's how we do it here.
Are you looking for reimbursement?
No, but what this comes down to is the road has holes in it now. And so my thought is, at the very least, the town could fix the roads. But so far, that has not been the agreement. So far, I have been in charge of everything. But I've not said anything about that. I wasn't going to bring it here because that's not the agreement that we had.
I think, was any of this discussed during
No.
permitting?
No.
No.
This
The
this
condition
wasn't about Jerry's
Right.
or the road. This
in
is
general?
certain towns provide
I guess I
What
get
was
Wes
Wes
was
saying,
certain
like,
towns provide
to make
X
sure
amount
that
of
they
stuff for people when
use
they hook it up to water, especially old
the
houses.
right part
Right.
when they hook up to water, like certain. So this is just clarification
Mhm.
for us for the
Yeah.
future, so we know what to say. Now I know I've talked to Rome City, and they said anytime somebody does a project, it's all on the person doing the project to leave everything back to the way it was before it was started, with the utility workers coming and taking pictures before it's closed. That way they can verify it's right. So in the future, we can't say you didn't do it right, or,
Right.
you know, you have that. But they're just asking for clarification, and I wish Wes would have been here too.
Yeah, we're just trying to
Do
figure
that.
out, what we don't want to give away town,
What do we need
Right,
to
but we-
supply to do the
But we don't
job?
want to not help. the
We'd
people.
love to have houses built in, cause that's money coming into the
We're just trying to
revenue
figure out
coming
what
in, so
Right.
we just trying to figure out what,
Anything put in your right of way needs to be per specs,
Yeah.
codes.
Yeah, right.
Once it gets outside your right of way, that's on the developer.
Okay.
If so, I don't know about supplying parts, but you need to make sure that those parts that get put in the right of way meet the specs, the
Absolutely.
town specs.
Yeah, and Stouter's in charge of that. That's why I hired him now. Since that Railroad Street fiasco, if he screws it up, that's on him. Yeah, that's why I hired him now. I ain't dealing with it anymore.
I don't know if I answered your questions or not, but
It is the way that it always has been here.
Do you get a contract? Do you get a written contract from Stouter when they do something for you?
No.
I feel like the town in the future, when we hire Stouter, we need to have a contract. We've had some issues lately with our repairs.
Right.
No.
And we need to find out what is included. Are they using our materials? Are they using theirs and using ours and charging us for theirs?
Mm-hmm.
Things need to be clearer, especially with the financials that we're in right now. So, and we can talk to Wes and see if he needs more
So
clarification.
nothing is
Maybe have
yours.
him
Yeah.
get a hold of you.
I think at a minimum you want to have a quote to present for approval.
But sometimes it's hard when it's an emergency.
Now,
So I don't know if we need to start looking at somebody else
just call
for
Steve and
repairs.
say, hey, I need approval now.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'm just.
So that was sewer.
You were done then?
On sewer, yes.
Okay. Stouters have anything? Dustin, you're reporting?
No, everything's smooth.
Okay.
Actually, it is not.
Well, the
You thought I was joking, didn't you?
chart recorder.
The chart recorder broke at the water plant. This is a highly expensive part, but according to other towns, when they have broken in other towns, they do not need replaced. It's started working again.
It's
Partially.
It's charting, but
It's charting, it's not giving us numbers, but we can get numbers from somewhere else. Nate reached out to Topeka, their town manager, and when theirs broke, they did not replace them.
It's not required by law.
If not, as long as you have the numbers from,
apparent. That's what Justin and Harley's telling
As
me.
long
What
as-
number did you call about? What it would
You
normally
got a
generate?
you got a master meter, but the
Okay.
chart recorder gets the numbers from the master meter.
Okay,
So,
alright, so it's
I mean,
redundant.
yes and no, because the chart recorder does give you the visualization of the whole system.
Okay.
So, I mean, you just look at that chart and kind of tell what's going on, or when you had a problem, what time you had a problem. So without it, it's going to be kind of hard.
So one, the master one gives you just the reading
Just
for
how much-
everything, and you get a real time for everything with the
Yeah.
chart recorder.
What it's doing every
Like
morning,
minute by
You see the
minute.
use, right? You see how it's
how it's
peaking
flowing,
through the day.
when it
Right.
kicks on, when it kicks off,
Mhm.
how much it's flowing.
It's a good analytical tool for
But
troubleshooting.
yeah, to do that on the master meter, you get to do a bunch of math. I mean,
Yeah.
but you get the same result.
What's the cost?
$5,000 to $7,000.
I'd kick the can down the road until the audit's done, and we put it into a project with, same with the tower, water tower stuff.
That's how you do it.
Harley said it was work for now, but where it has to be calibrated every year, you can't calibrate it anymore. So, but we did buy a surge protector. It is on a surge protector now. So
Another interesting.
That's it, Ben? Okay, Tiffany has supplied us with people wanting permits. Have you guys reviewed them?
Any of them come to you, John?
I have not seen anything.
Okay, so these are basic ones then.
Yeah, they're just basic. I have them here if you have any questions.
Any issues with them?
No issues.
Okay.
Did we cover everything so we didn't get ourselves in trouble like the last time?
What do you mean?
Heidi knows what I mean. Did you look at them too? Anybody got any questions? One was Granite Ridge, that must be a high dollar one.
That one's a new build, isn't it?
What?
That one's a new build.
Yeah, there's one that's a new build and it's a tap.
Demo and rebuilding, cutting
Okay.
and capping, restrictions to install a clean out backflow preventer and candy cane.
Which is now what the sewer department will be requiring on every new build.
Okay.
I'll entertain a motion to approve them if everybody's happy.
Go ahead, Joe.
Make a motion that we approve the permit presented tonight.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Heidi, it's up to you.
Okay. I'm asking for approval for the allowance docket for payrolls of 8/31, 9/14, and 9/28, and I had passed these, those are here. That is just the claim for payroll.
Need a motion?
Go ahead, Joe.
I'll make a motion, we approve the allowance docket for payroll.
I'll second that.
Questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
As of this morning, Internet has provided $1 million bond and the certificate of liability insurance, and their permit has been sent to them. And we did put a caveat that to please contact sewer before they backfill any excavations. Whether they do or not remains to be seen, but they have their permit and they will probably be starting soon.
Were they following the same routes as Brightspeed? They had more elaborate network to put in.
I think they're doing the same as Brightspeed. They're gonna be on every street. They wanna serve every person in town.
That's gonna mess up our tree lawn stuff, we're gonna plant trees and stuff. That's what I was thinking the other day.
are they going around the way too?
I believe so. And even Adams Lake, I mean, basically
Everything.
everything.
We know that now, yeah, everybody.
Yeah, it was all bad.
IMC, Brightspeed, whatever this other one is.
Link tell.
Heidi, if you aren't getting, or if Ralphie's not getting phone calls and he sees that they're burying stuff, I'd pull the permit, make them refile completely.
Yep.
Shut them down.
We'll let him know. We'll let Ralphie know.
And I've said this to Ralphie before, you got the hammer.
Mhm.
He's the head of it. Protect
Don't
our
be afraid to
infrastructure.
use it.
They're usually, Jerry always knows what's going on because he's out and about. So we'll all work together on that. And speaking of Brightspeed, we did send in 3 invoices for payments. We have received 1 check so far. I will be reaching out again to the other gentleman for the other 2, but we've made a little progress on that. So that is good news. Scott Landers at Park Street, the gentleman that had the permit, that added to the permit after he went to LaGrange County, finally contacted us. He was grandfathered in with a well. He built a garage with living quarters. We were requiring him to hook his new build into our water. He actually stated that he wants to not use his well and connect both his house and his new build into water. So he will be getting with Ralphie when he comes back to further see what he needs there.
Separate meters or 1 meter?
Should be separate.
Would be separate.
It would be separate.
Two
I
buildings.
think, yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
said.
So I get the 1%.
To the law, it's supposed to be.
We do have both the 2012 Dodge Charger and 2005 Chevy Silverado up for public bid, with the bids to be open at our November board meeting with a minimum bid of $1,000 on those.
I actually had 2 people asking questions about that, so should be people coming by to check out.
We have had a lot of internet issues at Town Hall. Sam Lovelace, who is working with IT on us, wants to change the order. He believes that Town Hall needs to be upgraded first as opposed to the water plant, which you all approved those quotes in a previous meeting. So he will probably be starting soon at Town Hall to upgrade our network to keep up with all the internet. With the auditors have started, they have been in here since September 16th. And with them being here as well, that's another draw on our internet. And finally, I just want to remind everyone of some dates. Next Tuesday is our budget adoption hearing on the 14th at 10 a.m. here at Town Hall. And we will be closed Monday for Columbus Day. And that is all I have.
So the 14th at 10?
Yep, Tuesday at 10 for the budget adoption hearing.
Okay.
Heidi, did they give you any kind of time frame on the audit? Like getting approved? Like, is it gonna be 3 months, a year, 2 years?
We have ran into some difficulties already, so that remains to be seen. We may know more after tomorrow.
This is all Lawrence.
Correct, they are doing the years 2020 through 2023.
And we'll be kind of caught up.
Kurt?
Yes, a couple items. First, I have to resurrect the, what I call the Jerry Raber Memorial Perpetuation Never-Ending Road Vacation Ordinance. And to give you a brief explanation behind this thing. So the long story short is that Jerry Raber's, not Jerry, but his surveyor screwed up and made a call that in the legal description should have been east but was west. It got caught by the county auditor's office in LaGrange, and so we went over and visited with them to see what exactly was going on. They explained to us the problem, so we reached out to Jerry's surveyor, and sure enough, they confirmed that, yep, they made a mistake. They sent us a new legal. We had to incorporate it into all those documents, and so we give you an amended memorial Jerry Raber perpetuation ordinance for the street. I think it's Race and Fourth. And, you know, those all you did that before already.
Right.
And all it really is designed to basically a new date, a new title that of course reflects it's an amendment, changes the west to east as indicated by his surveyor with the new confirmation that I have. And I added 3 new whereas paragraphs to basically explain why in the world we're doing this again. So with that, if you're willing to approve it, and then of course if you do approve it, waive the second reading, I will take it. I'll follow up with the auditor one more time, hopefully, and this thing hopefully will be finished forever.
I would make a motion that we make an amendment to the vacation of 4th Street.
I'll second, I'll second that. I move, we waive second reading.
Pass it.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now,
Now I'll move
Yeah.
for waive the second reading.
I'll second it.
all those in favor of waiving second reading say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And at some point, if you can sign it, I'll
Do
get
we
it,
need to re-sign that
yeah,
tonight?
re-sign it, and
So
then
we can.
or whenever, and get it back to me, just so that you know, there's pages attached you don't sign. The pages that you sign, I will actually pull out and put them on the front,
Okay.
and then you don't have to flip trying to find them all.
Nothing
And then
easy.
get it to
There's
Heidi, and when
nothing
she's ready,
easy.
she can either email it to me or whatever, and then I'll follow. Alright, so that's that. Thank you for doing that, and for letting me pick on Jerry a little bit too. That's part of it.
It's kind of sweet. Isn't it?
It's all good. The police reimbursement documents, we did already, so I don't need to talk about that. Talked about in a pre-discussion that I don't have anything from Paul Yoder's surveyor. We need that to start the annexation process. I've basically lost a month doing work on it, so I'm not worried about it, but if they are clamoring for it, you know, it's a 3 to 5 month process, so still, we didn't gain a month, so.
Right.
And then finally, for you to consider, and I know I won't go into too much detail unless you force me to, but I'm still anxious to have you tell me whether or not you'd like to authorize, and I'm not trying to encourage you to authorize me, but I want to make sure we don't lose sight of the fact that at some point, likely, we will need to pursue some kind of cause of action against your prior clerk treasurer. And so I understand her house will be for sale. And so if that necessitates any urgency to proceeding, I bring it up again to see if you're ready to do anything. If you're not, that's fine. Or if you want to have an executive session to discuss it first, that's fine too. I just don't want to be the one that doesn't get it done in time, so I have trouble getting service of process or something like that. If necessary. Don't even know if it's necessary, but I haven't been authorized to look into it, so if you want me to do that, if not want me to, when I'm not discuss it. Help me. Okay, give me guidance.
We want to pursue that?
I think we should.
Okay, I move that we pursue investigation of legal action against the prior clerk treasurer.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is this
Thank you.
the cop things for Nate or Heidi? Or
Yeah, that's for, well, probably both of them, but I give it to Heidi, because it doesn't get signed until or unless he, whoever he hires
And
somebody.
it's Heidi, please.
He hasn't hired anybody, there's nobody in
No,
the. Okay.
no.
That's all I have, dude.
Okay, other business. Anybody got any concerns out there? That haven't been said? Jeff, you got any?
No.
Steve?
I don't think I do.
Okay, our next meeting, November the 4th. I don't want any interfere with any election or anything, or what? No, around here that
So without getting into details on that, that particular day, I will be recovering from surgery. So I won't be physically here. I don't know if you have the ability for me to appear virtually, but if you can, and if Sam can work that out, I will make sure that I can, because I will be at home with some apparatuses attached to me, and I don't prefer to come in here while I'm here. So,
Kind of
yeah.
awkward.
So if you wanna think about that and let me know, otherwise, the other option I had would be to send Ben, which is fine.
Haven't
but-
seen Ben for a while.
Yeah, see Ben. So just think about it, let me know, but if you the other reason is if it does work, it's nice to have as an option if something goes wrong. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that capacity to do that or not.
Has Sam indicated we can do that yet?
I will find out.
Okay.
I do not know.
I'll just make a note, checking on November.
We did it before with Dean,
Oh, yeah,
and we
We did?
have the ordinance.
yeah.
We had Dean, or no, it was on the phone. It was on the phone. It wasn't on the TV.
And I don't care if you see me, but I would prefer to be able to see what's going on here, which I think I can that way, but I don't think that allows me to interact, and that's what I need. So if I need a phone, I don't know. Just think about it.
Well, it's something we should explore.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it sometime in the future.
Yeah, and so this might be
That does
Starting
not
point.
allow you to make comments or interact or speak during the meeting.
So you could have a speaker going on and watching you.
that way if you ask me a question, I can respond.
I looked for it once and it wasn't there for several days after.
Oh,
the
it's,
meeting.
yeah, it's not live, it's just.
It's not
recorded.
live, and it's there's a break, like it'll record 3 minutes and then stop.
It's not live.
It's not continuous.
It has to be live.
There's breaks.
So if it's
It
not,
should
it has to
be,
be.
it should be
The
live.
one I watched was live.
If it's not live, then it's
The one you
internet
watched
problems that we're
was
having
Like
during.
your-
That is
That
that
could
is an
be.
excuse, and that's a legitimate excuse according to the statute. So that's fine.
I only looked once.
I watched one and there was breaks, like
That might be get to your question of upgrading too. So
Mhm.
I don't know.
With the
Don't do
internet.
it just for me, but I'd like to be able to appear that day
Right.
and do it from home if I can. Otherwise, I'll send somebody.
This is the free option that we're
Ah.
using. This is the free option.
Well, I just send Ben.
I know that it appears on my email within hours that it shows up on my email, the recording. And
Jerry's got it on his phone. It's live streaming right now. It's got to be the internet if it's breaking.
it makes sense.
You don't have fiber here.
it's very good. It's old.
Okay. Whatever. I just telling you.
You're live, Jim.
That's between now and then.
Nate, did you meet with the code enforcement officer today?
He didn't come in today that I know of.
It's usually Thursdays or Fridays.
Is there any status on the cemetery street?
He informed us that it's in litigation still, and that's more building department,
Okay.
the structure, and then the health department is the rodents,
Even more than that, just the living conditions.
living conditions.
Well, building department was here today and they stated because it is in the divorce and there's not a owner per se, it's not decided who owns it, that maybe you can,
No, I don't know. I'm sure you got a better update than I have.
That's gonna
So-
go on forever.
Yeah.
that
So the fines are still accruing for the RV and all that,
they,
because it's still there.
she,
You did Jeff needs to sign those. These are signed.
Jeff said it's-
you gave her extra time and then the fines were supposed to continue to accrue after that, and she called and asked for the extra time, but she never did anything with it, so the fines, we need to figure out what the fines are, and are we able to learn?
We have to file a lawsuit to collect them. We can do that whenever. It's just.
So,
Why can't you go after both of them since they both own the house?
it's, we go through LaGrange, and we don't condemn houses. That is
You
through,
can, but they
We
don't
can.
because of the cost they have. The health department's been,
yeah.
the county's been spending a lot of money assisting them with things, and so they're kind of in control. Now, if they want to take control, they can, but
you know,
it's,
But the town needs to.
you gotta step up to the plate.
How's John to work over there?
Send them-
Anything